Welcome back, everybody. It's time for part 10. And before we get into that, I want to knock something out of the way. We are joined by Drew White here.
What's up, everybody?
So Drew's going to give his breakdown of the matches that we already went through. So starting off, Drew, who's going to win the pre-show match for the tag title?
It's gonna be the Usos. My boy Jimmy's gonna pull this one out. If I'm gonna make a comeback, it's gonna be now.
Shield and Kane and...
Shield. I'm Shield.
You're time counting me with Shield.
Oh, my bad.
Divas Championship match.
Ooh. You know, the smart money is on. I don't know. I feel like a part of me believes it's gonna be one of the Total Diva members, but I'm gonna stick with my gut, and I think they're gonna keep it on AJ because they have no clue what they're gonna do with it.
Next up is the Battle Royal match. Who's winning that?
You know, everyone thinks it's a big show, but I'm gonna go with Sheamus or Sheamus.
Why Sheamus?
Because I think with his natural ability to repel because of his whiteness, I think that's why he'll win. Everyone will just get blinded by his sight.
Cena and Wyatt.
I'm going to go with Bray Wyatt.
Taker and Lesnar?
I'm going to go with Lesnar. JK, it's going to be Taker. Haha, got you.
Everybody's commenting later on. They're gonna be like, "You didn't get me."
Yeah, you gotta be buzzing my balls right now, right?
And by the way, fuck Peyton for that other segment.
I definitely got no clue what you're talking about, but okay, yeah, fuck Peyton, yeah, yeah.
All right, so now we're on Triple H and Daniel Bryan, and if you don't
That's
know
all the
by
matches.
now, yep, that's it.
God, it's not that many matches. Okay, shit.
If you don't know by now, Triple H and Daniel Bryan match is for a spot for the WWE title match. Whoever wins ends up getting put in there, and they don't have anything that is hinting towards the fact that it has to just be one of them, because I think this is all going to turn out to be a draw. I'm going to talk about why that is going to come into effect in the title match in that segment instead. And all I'm really going to say here is this is going to be a good match that is going to get screwed over in a sense because Triple H is not going to want to lose. This is going to end up being a draw where either they both get counted out or Triple H gets disqualified and somehow they rule that Daniel Bryan's disqualified too or whatever. This is going to be a fucked up kind of finish. And this is going to come not right before the main event because they can't just go from one match to another without giving the guys time to rest a little bit. This is going to come around the halfway point, I think. And that way people are thinking, oh, what the hell? We're just going to have the Orton and Batista match and we're pissed off and whatever, and then something else is going to happen that gets both of them in the match. Then we're going to have everything we're going to talk about later. But Peyton, Triple H, and Daniel Bryan, what's happening?
Triple H is going to once again exemplify that other superstars may be able to get over, but they're nothing compared to the game.
Moo.
So I don't know. I going with the predictable outcome that you're having with this. I think we're going to see some kind of schmaz with this match that allow both of them to find themselves in the main event, and from there we'll figure that out.
Some kind of schnoz like Triple H's?
Not to that degree, no.
No.
Sean, what's happening with Triple H and Daniel Bryan?
Well, before you mentioned the whole situation with the draw, that didn't even cross my mind. I was thinking Daniel Bryan's just going to go and win it. But now that you brought that up, that is a very good point. It could be a screwy finish and it could be a draw, so I'm going to go with that.
Miguel?
I have no faith that WWE is going to allow this to go smoothly. I think Triple H is going to win, and you're going to see Vince pop up and talk about how Daniel Bryan, quote-unquote, won his respect. So he's going to slot Daniel Bryan in there, and you're going to see a fatal four-way.
Wago?
I think it's going to have a fuck finish, and we're getting a fatal four-way later on in the evening. So expect Stephanie or someone in the Authority to get involved, and we get a draw out of this.
Drew?
Yeah, I'm expecting the draw as well, but after the video package they showed for Triple H just burying everyone he faced from like 2003 on, I really, really hope now that he just fucking does the 18 seconds, just fucking pedigrees him in like 10 seconds, just piss everyone off, because at this point, that'd be the best fucking troll ever. I don't even care. I'd probably be pissed off. But if WWE did that, I would honestly be like, okay, you guys are fucking awesome. If you would pull some shit like that, I don't think they'd do it. But if they end up doing it, I just want you guys to know it is okay. You could come for me to comfort. But I'm gonna go with draw finish or some freak finish where Triple H will end up winning, and there's just gonna be a fatal 4-way later in the night.
That'd be hilarious if after all these years that they were like, let's try to get a world record going with everybody wearing masks, and they can't pull it off. Then they go, well, let's try to get a world record with the most amount of people leaving in the middle of a pay-per-view.
Oh God! I bet if they did something like that and just have Triple H just like bury the hell out of Daniel Bryan, there's just gonna be people leaving as soon as that happens. If I was in New Orleans and that happened, I'd stay around. I think that'd be fucking hilarious at this point. And I'm not really shitting on Daniel Bryan. I'm not being the Tony Mango of 2012, as one might say. But, at this point, I'm not really as invested into Daniel Bryan as I was a couple months ago. And just to be perfectly honest, right now I'd rather see Triple H as the WWE Heavyweight Champion instead of Daniel Bryan. And that's just for the sole purpose that it's different, it hasn't happened in a while, and it'd be more interesting to see Daniel Bryan challenge up to it. I'm not saying that he probably doesn't deserve the title. He's ready for the title, but I think it'd be a lot better if Triple H would end up winning it.
Drew, I know a company in Orlando that can use booking that intelligent.
If only this company, I don't know the name. I think it's called NXT maybe. I'm not quite sure. But if they were to hire me, I would totally make sure they would go into the ground in a few days. I wouldn't do my booking. I'd do Miguel Leon booking.
What? Good booking? Give the people what they want?
Yep.
Look, I appreciate. First off, I do think it would be funny, but you'd get such a backlash from that. I don't think you could do that, especially considering Daniel Bryan had this happen to him. What was it, 2 years ago? He basically was jobbed out in 18 seconds. First off, if Triple H did that, he would make sure that it was less than that, because there's no way he's playing second fiddle to Sheamus. Yeah,
well, no, it's kind of like a joke thing, but honestly, I think it'd be the best thing ever if that would happen. And this is just me being an asshole and just like going, fuck everyone. But if WWE would to do something like that, which they won't, but if they were to, I would give them my respect. I would not question anything they do, and it would be best for business because Daniel Bryan's only a B+ player. He does not deserve to be wrestling with the likes of Triple H. We all know it. Look at the beard. Look at his size. He's a fucking troll, for crying out loud. I'm not kissing Triple H's and Stephanie's ass, as one might say, but it's the truth.
I'm going to throw a little thing out here that I forget actually who had mentioned it, but somebody mentioned Vince McMahon coming out and making the difference of adding Daniel Bryan into there. If they do have to have some kind of an authority figure make the change, make the announcement that there's going to be a fatal 4-way or whatever the sort, who would you guys want to see? I've been hearing a lot of people saying that they would rather Shane McMahon come out than Vince McMahon, and I got to agree. I don't think that there's a chance in hell that that's going to happen. A little pun there. I didn't even think of that. But yeah, I don't think it's ever going to happen. But if you gave me the opportunity to have either Vince come out and declare Daniel Bryan to be added to the match or Shane, man, I would so much rather Shane come out, because imagine the pop that he would get to do that.
He's been gone for too many years. I think initially, yeah, but long term, I think people would be like, why did they have Shane come out? That made no sense. At least Vince has had more to do with the WWE than Shane has. Well, to me, it would just seem like too much of just a useless cameo.
Well, yeah, you're right, because since Shane has not been a part of the storyline at all. But you want to know who would be the best person to make this announcement? CM Punk, as Vince McMahon hires CM Punk to be the new head of the authority, and he will do what is best for business.
Well, does anybody have any other suggestions of what they would like to see? Maybe you just want to see Vince. Maybe you want to see Vicky Guerrero come out and have that authority as well, or anything of the sort. Anybody have any other ideas or whatever?
Nope.
Marty Jannetty.
I'm pretty sure Marty Jannetty wouldn't be able to walk down the ring.
Don't know what it is with Marty Jannetty.
Randy Savage.
So everybody went around. They said who they think is going to win this match. So we might as well just move on to the next part, the WWE Championship.